So it's no secret that Mike Zimmer did not like Kirk Cousins. Those type of reports have been coming out all offseason since his firing. But Ben Lieber, former Vikings player, elaborated more on that. He said, quote, "I think he's finally going to thrive," speaking on Kirk Cousins. "I think he's finally going to thrive, really thrive in a system and a coach that actually respects him." I mean, it's not like I'm not breaking news here that Mike Zimmer did not like Kirk Cousins, and I think that showed in the way that Kirk behaved and the way that he carried himself. The team was never given to him, or he was never allowed to earn the trust of the team because the head coach, I think, just didn't like him. Okay, I want to stop there because this is very important. So, from the jump, the initial signing, 2018, Kirk Cousins walked into a situation where the head coach didn't like him, did not want him. Right away, office politics. If you at your job, if your boss does not like one of your coworkers, and it's so blatantly obvious that they don't respect them, then naturally you, not to say that you're going to be an ass towards that coworker, you still may be cordial, but you may not necessarily respect them either, if nothing else, because you don't want to get on the bad side of that boss either to where they turn on you. So yeah, oh, Kirk Cousins, yeah, I don't think anything of him. I talked about this in one of my past videos to where one of the last jobs I've had, I'm self-employed now, but one of the last jobs I've had, I had the greatest boss of all time. He retired, a new guy came in and was just so vile, such a jackass to where I'm like, yo, if my paycheck, if my ability to provide for my family didn't rely on you approving my paycheck, if we were outside the confines of this office, bro, I would go to jail. I would beat the shit out of this dude. But okay, I got to deal with it. It's my job. I dealt with that for about 3.5 to 4 months, and I said, fuck this. I quit. I couldn't take it anymore. Kirk Cousins dealt with that for 4 years. Could you deal with that? I sure shit couldn't. Ben Lieber goes on to say, that was a top 10 offense last year with the very green first-time offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak. Where was their defense ranked last year? 31st. Although to point out, last year, 2021, the Vikings had the 30th ranked total defense, but it's all the same. The year before that, I think they were ranked 27th. So people can rail on Kirk and rail on this offense and say we can't win with him or we can't win with this offense. I say that's total BS. We couldn't win with the crap defense that we've had the last 2 years. We couldn't stop the run at all, ever. And then in key moments of the games, we couldn't stop any 2-minute offense. So to me, the biggest liability of this team has been defense. All this team has to do is play good team defense, finish in the mid-teens at the end of the season, and they're playoff bound and they can make some noise. So let's talk about that. Forget about Kirk Cousins. Let's focus on the defense. The defensive head coach, all you care about is defense. 2018, week 17 against the Bears, you got a chance to make the playoffs, win, and you're in. Instead, you laid out a big-ass fart. And I don't remember if it was either the post-game presser or the season-ending presser the day after that, but either way, you got up on that podium, paraphrasing here, and you said, well, you know what? The season didn't go the way that we had planned for, but look how good my defense was. Okay, you only care about defense? Let's talk about that. Last year, the 2-minute drill defense to end the first half, Vikings allow 8 touchdowns. Basically half the games. Are you kidding me? Other collapses that resulted in losses? Against Dallas with 51 seconds left, defense gave up a touchdown pass from backup quarterback Cooper Rush. Cowboys go up and win by 4. Against Baltimore, Vikings up 17-3. Defense gives up a touchdown to end the first half. First possession for Baltimore to start their second half. Defense gives up another touchdown. Vikings lose in overtime. At Detroit, Vikings defense gives up a walk-off touchdown pass for a Lions win. Last year, the Vikings had the 3rd worst overall defense. The year before that, 2020, 6th worst. How dare Kirk Cousins not overcome that adversity? And you know what? Forget Kirk Cousins. Here, let's level here for a second. Check this out. What quarterback not named Tom Brady would thrive here with that previous regime? Matt Stafford? Who everyone swears has always been better than Kirk Cousins, and you knew it all along. He goes from a shitty situation in Detroit to a system in LA with a head coach who actually knows what the fuck he's doing. Yeah, you know what? If you can do something like that for Kirk Cousins, maybe something can happen. Oh, shut the hell up. It's not the same. Don't compare the two ever. What the fuck would Matt Stafford have done with that head coach, with that crap-ass defense, huh? What? But all the problems, that's on Kirk Cousins. Is that what we're doing? That's hilarious. I am so glad that we cleaned the fuck up out of that house. Pine Salt the hell out of TCO Performance Center. Let's go.